Guys, welcome back to Leafy First channel. Today I'm gonna be sharing with you how to make this beautiful leafy jewelry. A few weeks back I made a tutorial on how to make a leafy jewelry, which is this. If you take a look at the previous tutorial and the one we're gonna be making today, you can easily spot the difference. They have this similar look, but they're not the same. If you haven't watched the previous tutorial on how to make a leafy jewelry, I'm gonna be dropping the link in the description box. As for today, we're going to be making this new design or pattern of a leafy jewelry. So without further ado, let's jump right into the tutorial. Okay, so these are all the materials I'm gonna be needing for this. This is my fishing line. It is 25mm. Okay, I have my scissors here. Then I have two colors of 2mm seed beads. You can use any color of your choice. And then 4mm crystal round bead. Okay, my beading needle, hook. I'm using a chain hook, okay, and the hook extension. All right, just feel free to use any hook of your choice. So I'm gonna start by putting my or inserting my fishing line into the needle like that. Just take about 20 inches line. All right, so I'm going to be picking 4 sand beads like that. I'm gonna be pull down. So from the opposite direction, I'm going to be passing through the 4 beads from under. Just pass through the 4 beads like that. When that is done, I'm going to be tying a knot. Make sure you tie twice. Okay, so after tying a knot, you're gonna cut out the excess or the rough edge. And now this is what you're having. Okay, so the next thing I'm gonna do is to pass my needle through the next bead. From where your line is coming out from, just pass through the next bead. Okay, when you're done passing through the next bead, go ahead and pick one sand bead or one seed bead and pass through the next seed bead. Pick one seed bead again and pass through the next seed bead. Pick another seed bead again and pass through the next seed bead. Pick another seed bead again and pass through the next seed bead. Okay, so now I'm done. This is what I am having. If you're not having something like this, you're gonna start from the beginning. So make sure you're having something like this. All right, so I'm gonna be passing my needle through the next bead again. What you want to do, just make sure your line is coming out through that bead there. Okay, that bead there. All right, that bead there. Okay, So the next thing I'm gonna be doing now is to pick 3SB. Just look at the way I picked it. One green, and I don't know the name of that color. Will I call it black or what? I don't know. Just pick it like they just pick 3 beads. Okay. Then from where your fishing line is coming out from, you're going to pass through the opposite direction of that bead. Okay, then I'm going to flip over to the other side and pass my needle through the green bead there. When I do that, I'm going to be passing my needle through the bead in the middle. Okay. Then I'll go ahead and pick 2 sand beads or seed beads, 1 crystal bead, and 2 seed beads. Okay. So from where your line is coming out from, just go through the opposite direction of that bead. Okay. Yeah, this is what I'm having. I'm going to flip it over like that to the other side, and then I'm going to be passing my needle through the 2 beads there. Okay. And then I'm going to pass my needle again through the crystal bead. Now I'll go ahead and pick 6 seed beads. Pick 6 seed beads, okay? From where your line is coming out from, just go ahead and pass through the opposite direction. Alright? Pass through the opposite direction. Now I'm going to be turning it like this again. Alright, then I'm going to be passing through the next 3 beads. Pass through the next 3 beads. Then pick 1 seed bead and pass through the next 3 seed beads. Pick 1 SB again and pass through the 3 SB there, the next 3 SB. Okay. Now I'm going to be passing my needle through the next SB again. Then I'll pick 1 SB. I'll pass through the next 3 SB. Pass through 3 SB. Now this is what I am having. What I'm going to do next now, I'm going to be skipping that bead in the middle, skip the next bead and pass through the next 4 beads. Skip that bead there and pass through the next 4 SB. Alright. Alright, so this is where I'm gonna start, or this is where I'm gonna be creating or adding another leaf there. Okay, so from there I'm gonna repeat the steps again. I'm going to pick 3 SB, 1 green, 1 black one, and 1 green. That color is not black. Oh, I mean, I don't know the color. I don't know what I can call that color. So I'm just going to pass through the opposite direction of where my line is coming out from, like that. Then I'm going to flip over to this side and then pass my line or my needle through the green bead there. Okay, make sure you're stretching your fishing line. All right, so go ahead and pass through the next bead in the middle. Okay, now you're going to be picking, go ahead and pick 2 SB, 1 crystal bead and 2 SB. Okay, from where your line is coming out from, you're just gonna pass through the opposite direction of that bead. All right, and I'm going to flip it over to the other side like that, and then I'm going to be passing my needle through the next 2 beads. After that, you're going to pass your needle through the crystal bead there. Okay, now you're going to pick 6 SB. Pick 6 SB. From where your line is coming out from, just go through the opposite direction of that same bead. Okay, go to the opposite direction of that bead, the crystal bead. Okay, now I'm going to turn it over like that. I'm going to be passing my needle through the next 3 beads. Pass through the next 3 SB. Then pick 1 SB and pass through the next 3 SB. Okay, pick 1 SB again and pass through the next 3 SB. Pass your needle through the next 2 SB. Okay, pick 1 SB and pass through the next 3 SB. Now you're going to skip the bead in the middle, skip the next bead, skip that bead there, skip that particular bead and pass through the next 4 beads. So this is where I'm gonna be adding another leaf again from that very point. So I'm just going to repeat this one more time. Then from there, I'm gonna pick 1 green, 1 black, 1 green. That color is not black. I don't know why I'm calling it black. So from where your line is coming out from, just go through the opposite direction of that bead. Okay, okay. All right, so I'm just gonna turn it over to the other side and then pass my needle through the green bead. And then I'm going to pass my needle again through the bead in the middle, that bead there. Then I'm going to go ahead and pick 2 SB, 1 crystal and 2 SB. From where your line is coming out from, just go and pass through the opposite direction of the same bead, okay? I'm going to turn it over to this other side, and then I'm going to pass my line or my needle through the next 2 beads. And then pass through the crystal bead. Okay, so I'm going to pick 6 SB. From where your line is coming out from, go and pass behind that bead, pass through the opposite direction. Make sure you're stretching your line. I'm going to turn it over to the other side and then pass my needle through the next 3 beads. I'll pick 1 SB and pass through the next 3 beads. I'll pick 1 SB again, and then I'm going to be passing through the next 3 SB. I'm going to pass through the next SB, the next 2 beads there, pass through the next 2 beads there, then pick 1 SB and pass through the next 3 beads. Okay, I'm going to be skipping the bead in the middle. Skip the next bead and pass through the next 4 beads. Skip that one there and pass through the next 4 beads. So this is where you're going to be adding another leaf again. Just continue to repeat the steps like that until you get to your desired length. Okay, all right, so this is what I am having. I'm making a bracelet. I don't want it too long, so this is just the way I want it. Now what you want to do is to close it up or add your hook. So I'm trying to create a space for my hook there. So you remember how we started? So that thing, that bead we added, they were going to do the same on this other side, you know, just for it to look cute. Okay, so it wouldn't look different. So from that point, I'm gonna be adding 3 beads. I picked 3 beads. I'm going to pass to the opposite direction of the bead where my line is coming out from, like that. Okay, so I'm going to be, after that I'm going to pass my needle through the next bead. Okay, I'll pick 1 SB, I'll pass through the next bead, I'll pick 1 SB again, I'll pass through the next bead. Okay, I'll pick 1 SB again and then finally pass through the next bead. Okay, now that is done, you can just go ahead and tie up your line neatly. Tie it somewhere. Okay, tying your line, it is not a difficult thing. It's something you can do so easily. So I'm just going ahead to tie up my line now. That is what I'm trying to do. Make sure you tie twice or even 3 times so it wouldn't slip off or loose. After tying, cut out the excess. Okay, so this is what I am having. So now I'm going to be inserting or adding my hook extension. Okay, so I'm going to use my plier. With the help of my plier, I'm going to open it up like that. And then I'm going to put it in there, put it in the hole there. Once I'm done putting it into the hole there, I'm gonna close it back using my plier. Alright, so after that, this is what I am having. So you're going to do the same on the other side. Add the other hook on the other side. So now I am done. This is what I am having. Wow, isn't this beautiful? I also made earring and necklace for this. This is beautiful. I can't wait to put this on out there. So alright, so thank you so much for watching this video. If you found this video helpful, please don't forget to subscribe, share, like, comment. Alright, thank you so much. See you in my next video. Bye.